if you're experiencing burnout, like it's good to take a step back and understand where is this breathlessness coming
So
from.
of course comes back to the point whereby just now you were sharing that first thing is to ask yourself what's the purpose, right? What's the drive that you have what's the drive you have that is driving you to the burnout, towards the burnout, the direction towards burnout, right?
Yeah.
So burnout road, this way.
Yeah, and is that the results you want? Like, is that the
correct.
outcome you want?
So a few questions for you to ask yourself. I mean, for us, we just thought of it that you can, as usual, self-awareness, self-reflect, self-questioning, and also self-answering.
Welcome to So Light. I like, you like.
So Light. Hello, everybody. Episode 31. Are you ready? This is your host, Noel and
Kelyn. Hello. And this is our weekly podcast where we share our reflections on cultivating a soulful and meaningful way to connect with others and ourselves.
Yes. So what are we going to talk about it this week?
Burn out.
Let it burn.
I do it.
Just nice with the cap, right?
Yeah. Today the cap is very on point.
Let it go, let it burn.
Yeah, I have to start every episode with a song now.
Not just the introduction, right? And also a song.
Right? Okay, so
yes.
burnout. Very hot topic. Everyone talks
because
about
burn
it.
what? Then burn out. That's why it's hot.
Until my tears come out.
Yeah, you see. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Okay. The only thing I won't burn out is Noel's puns.
Of course. Very proud.
Yeah. Badge of honor like that.
Okay, burnout.
Burnout, like over discussed, like, talked about topic.
So you're burnt out from burnout.
Yeah,
literally
like,
burnout from burnout.
But it's very important topic to talk about.
It's true, especially in our very fast-paced environment, modern times now. Yeah,
that's why we need
easy.
To talk about burnout until we burn out.
Let it burn. Continue.
Anytime that Noel cannot catch me, she will start saying.
Yes. Because it's easier to find a lyric in my brain than to find the next sentence.
Understand what. All right. Okay, so on to burnout. Let's just have a general understanding of burnout. Is usually physical, mental, or emotional exhaustion of the human body, mental state, and all that in a result
can be
of
physical
stress.
and mental form, right?
Yeah, it can be a physical, mental, or even emotional form, right?
It's just emotions taking me over.
You guys will never be sick of this episode because Noel will just add in a lot of fun songs to keep you entertained.
Yes. Okay, yes, moving on. Sorry. Just got very engrossed in it.
Like the common way that people talk about burnout is usually got to do with work, like in the work context.
The most common one.
or career context, that kind of thing. And that is what we are going to focus on today as well. I mean, maybe we can have other episodes where we focus on emotional burnout and all that. But today we are just gonna stick to career, workplace, working
Work-related,
kind of
work-related
burnout.
matters.
So that we don't get all over the place,
I guess that's also very important because we spend like what 50? No, I think 80%
80% of our
of
life.
our time working, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
I
guess it's
mean,
very
yeah,
easy. That
for
20%
full
is meant
timer.
for resting. So can you imagine that 80 and 20 is very
Yeah, 80-20
yeah.
rule, right? Parental principle. Those who read the books, you all know what I mean.
But then that will mean that we only have 20% of rest. So yeah, so of course that's why we're struggling with burnouts. Right? 80%. Or some maybe if you really push yourself, maybe 90%.
Yeah, and usually it's the culture as well that actually factors the burnout rate. So like in places where it's less fast paced, like you have slower pace environment, or if your culture is more on a 20% work but 80% rest, then yeah,
Sign
tendency
me
of
up.
burnout. Yeah, to me too, right? Like both of us, like high five, please sign me up. Like who I will migrate there now. But you see, it's because of the culture and also like in the fast-paced society, it is a demand, right? It's some sort of put onto us that you need to work 80% of the time. There's some rules, restrictions, and some sort of societal norms that you need to be at work for this amount of time so that you can get this amount of money or achievement or promotion or
It's like a
anything.
SOP fixed in our minds already, right? Like
Yeah, and
since
it's
young, it's already
passed down from generations,
correct.
right?
It's the
Yeah.
standard operating procedure for every, I can safely say Asians. Yeah. That you have to go through it. That's
Yeah.
life, you know,
Yeah.
to them, that is life
Yeah. So like there is
in the
this saying
literal
like
form.
no pain, no gain, and usually it's a very common sentence in our family context as well.
Yeah,
Like
true.
if you want the promotion, then you work hard for it. Like if you want higher salary, then you have to work more jobs or higher position equals more stress. Da 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 da.
By being just comfortable is considered being complacent. So you should really get out there and get what you need to have. Yeah. So that
Yeah.
that is equivalent to a balanced life. But actually in our modern day context, that is considered burnout already. Yeah. But back in those
Yeah.
days, that's considered it's a balance. It's a work-life balance.
Yeah. And
Nowadays,
and if
do you
you ask
consider
them,
that work-life balance?
yeah, and if you ask them, right, they will be like, if you don't work, then what you do,
And if you say
right?
you rest, and then it's like, how can you waste time like that? Time is money.
Yeah. Time
Uh,
is money. Yeah. So like, I find like it happens more towards the newer generation who is coming out to the working society,
mm,
and they tend to face more backlash because the previous generation don't see a problem putting 80% of their life into work, but
mm.
the current generation is thinking like maybe can we like maybe um put it down to
I
about
would say
60,
nowadays is more on
50.
work hard and play hard. I can
Mm.
see that nowadays is
Yeah.
so 80% and 80%. Or rather 50% and 50%, right? Yeah.
50%,
So
50%.
so it's really
Yeah.
like you work hard, you really achieve, and then
Mm.
you reach your goals, and then
Yeah.
um after that, okay, go for holiday, go and spend time with your loved
Yeah.
ones, go and maybe you can go and start uh taking out classes that you have always been interested in, a hobby.
Mm.
Mm?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
we are slowly getting out of that 80-20 towards the 50-50, that is work hard, play hard. Yeah. And
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
good thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
But
good
then,
thing. And yeah. But there are still people who suffer from burnout because it could be imposed on them, right? Or it
yes,
could
true.
be a internal belief or struggle of something that they fear if they don't work hard, or if they
Yes.
don't spend 16 hours of their daily life working and working and working and working. So yeah, we're gonna talk about all these things as well. So um yeah, do you like, my question is like, do you find yourself being a workaholic?
I used to. Yeah,
Oh.
I used to. And especially when just finished school and then I
Mm,
started working as a young adult. Yeah, it
mm,
was that rush, the adrenaline
mm.
rush. Like finally school has ended, right? You don't have to study anymore in your life. And then now you're going to the workforce. And yeah, I did push myself that I let's see. I think I spent, yeah, I think almost like 14 hours, 12 to 14 hours at work. Yeah. So I'll wake up early in the morning and get ready and then go to
You
work.
work through the night. Oh my
And then
god.
yeah, work through the night. And then the sad part was I have to miss my mom's cooking. Yeah. So
Ah,
my mom will cook every night. Yeah.
yeah, her
Unless
mom
she's
is a
tired,
good
but yeah.
cook. Oh my god. She's a
Yes, I'm
great
very
cook.
blessed.
Like, yeah, she opened a
These are
hawker
her
center.
accomplishments,
Yes.
Proudly
Yeah.
by Mama Tan. Yeah.
I can
So
attest to
I
that, yeah.
was mm,
It's
so
so
I
nice.
did spend, yeah, I would guess maybe about 12 to 14 hours of my time every day.
And
So
there's
I
the
only have one
commute,
off day.
right?
Yeah, I
Yeah, and
only have
there's a
one
commute
off
to work.
day. Yes.
Wow.
So then that's the day that I spend with my loved ones, or if I can squeeze in time to meet up with friends, then yeah, that'll be good. So I did have that kind of life for quite a couple of years. So from there, I realized that, oh my goodness, it's really very tiring. Even though I was young, and but in a way, when you're young, you're able to handle all these
Yeah, you have the energy to.
physical
Mm,
and yeah, the energy, right? The physical
yeah.
form and the mental form, right? But yeah, it was really draining. So
Yeah.
okay, I things didn't work out, so I went on to the next job. And even though it was an office job, but yeah, I had to work overtime quite often due to the nature of the job. Yeah. So
Mm,
because of that, so again, back to back to that. So
yeah.
so even though I'm in an office job, but I'm still struggling with having time for myself. So
Mm,
and I had to, same thing, I think I have one off day in a week. Yeah, because I have to work 6 days. Yeah, same
mm.
thing. So first job 6 days, then second job 6 days. So yeah, it was really tiring. And normally on Sunday, right, I just
Yeah, you won't have any energy left to do anything or go out,
so
you know.
tired.
Yeah.
And then the next day, we're like, yes. Oh, okay. It's 6:30. I don't wake up. Okay, get ready to go to work. And then yeah.
Oh my
So every
god.
day in, day out, it's just that.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that it was burnout. To me, that was, I'm working what? I'm finally having my own income. I'm independent and I'm
Mm.
doing something. I'm learning something in my new
Yeah.
workplace. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
it didn't really occur to me until, I guess, like just these few years ago lah. Yeah, I think back to back, I was always in such a job that I always have to spend a
Wow.
lot of time at work. Yeah, so it didn't occur to me that I was actually being burnt out in some form. So it was refreshing to know that there's such thing as work life balance.
I mean, now hopefully you are in a better position,
Yes, I can
right?
say so. Yes, and
And
that's why I say
yeah.
it's so refreshing that they can breathe, and you can, and I have 2 days off now, so that's better. But yeah,
I was
at
thinking of
at
the
the
song, the Let It Breathe. No, Let Me Breathe or something. I can't remember.
is it you leave me breathless? Yeah, those
Yeah, yeah,
previous
yeah.
jobs. They leave me breathless. Yeah.
But not in a good way.
Yes. That is a love song. This
Yeah.
is not a love song.
This is not a love relationship.
I don't love you like a love song, baby. I don't love you like a love song, baby.
I used
Yeah.
to do that as well. You see, I mean, working as a nurse, it was a 6-day thing.
Yes.
It
Because you
was
have
a
to do
6-day
shift,
thing.
right? For
Yeah.
nurse.
Yeah, but lucky for me, I chose the clinic path. But
Oh,
still,
okay,
it's
okay.
still a 6-day work week kind of
Mm-mm.
thing.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And this silly girl just decided to go and sign up for more shift. Meaning we have night clinics. So you can sign up for different night clinics that is near your house or maybe your main clinic to
Okay.
work. So then they will pay you, I think 1.5 per hour. And then you work for, if I'm not wrong, if I didn't remember wrong, it was like 6:30 to 9:30.
So what time do you end the daytime job then?
The day shift is 5:30. Then you will travel to
So
your
you
night
have
shift.
1 hour. Then how about your dinner?
I don't eat. Usually I don't eat. Yeah, if not, I'll scarf down some sandwich. Yeah.
How can you not
This is what I did to myself that time. That's why, yeah. That's why I was so slim, right? I was so like,
eat?
bit. But yeah, you don't have the time or energy to go out after that. Like Sunday, you are burnt. You're like,
Then what time do you
like
start in the morning? That means 8:30,
8:30.
7:30?
Yeah,
8:30 to 5:30. Then
yeah.
6:30 to 9:30. And then one
Mm.
hour here and 1 hour to reach home.
By the time I reach home, it's
Yikes.
like 10:30, and
Oh
then
my
the next day we
goodness.
repeat. So like that, yeah, that's the craziness that I do.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was like what you say. Young, you have the energy,
Mm.
and then you don't realize it's burnout. You don't realize
And it's the rush. Yeah.
it's the rush. Like I can earn as much as I can. I must
Yeah.
earn as
And
much as can,
it's
and everybody
entering your
around you
next stage
also.
in life because it's
Yeah,
adulthood.
and
Yeah.
and the thing is, everyone around me was encouraging me to
Mm.
continue and
Mm.
rewarding me and telling me that Kelly, good job, you power,
That's our culture.
and you feel even more empowered to continue, and then you
Mm.
don't feel that you are doing anything wrong
Mm.
until
Yeah.
until you fall sick or you start
Yeah.
going through what the symptoms of burnout is, which I'm gonna go through now,
Yes.
is fatigue, right? Like real
Yes, of
fatigue
course.
in the sense that
Definitely.
there's some people who experience like loss of memory because of fatigue,
Mm. Yeah.
right? Like
Because they have
somehow
it
like
like the blood the bloodlines.
yeah
Not that
yeah yeah
song, not the love song bloodlines, but
that loss of
your mind will have that bloodlines. You know you
but
can work. You know you
you know
very
you are
blur. Cause you
but
see bloodlines.
so basically it was fatigue until you are almost hungover, therefore you don't remember what happened
Yeah.
the night
The
before.
brain block. Yeah. The
Brain block,
brain
what
block.
like,
Yeah.
did I work
Yeah.
yesterday? Did I
Yes.
not work? Like, kind of
Or
thing.
did I do that task? Have I completed
Yeah.
that? Or was I doing this halfway?
Or like, oh, 5 minutes ago, I wanted to do something, I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what happened to me. Yeah.
Yeah. So memory loss, fatigue,
Mm.
and immunity low happened to me. Like
Yes. Of
I was
course, not
very
enough
sick.
rest.
Yeah, I was very sick for because you're just constantly on the adrenaline rush. You're like work, work,
Mm.
work, 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 work. So
Work,
I
work,
was
work, work, work.
yeah, I know, right? That's the song for this episode, I tell you. Like you're just constantly like on the go, right? Then you don't
Yes.
realize that you are falling sick. Or
Yes,
even
correct.
if you're just a bit sick, you're like, nothing lah. It's just a little cough.
It's
And
very
then
Asian.
yeah, it's just a little cough. And then I brushed it off
Yeah.
for 1 whole month. I didn't take a break. I didn't
Mm.
take any medicine. I didn't take any vitamin C or anything to take care of my body.
Yes.
And I went into a full blown asthma attack at work. Yeah. And then I walked in. So this is the funny thing. I'm working at a GP clinic as a
Okay.
GP clinic nurse.
Yes.
And I'm walking into my doctor's office, telling her that I can't breathe, really breathless. I couldn't breathe, and she's like, why are you still here? What happened to you? Like, why you can't breathe?" I'm like, "I don't know, I cannot breathe now." And then we had to I had to make my own nebulizer and everything, and then sit in the room, and she's like, "Go and reflect what you," you know, like really the phrase we said in the past, we have go and 面壁思过. What
Yes.
have you done to
Face the
yourself?
wall.
Yeah, and she was like, "How long since you had the cough?" And I'm like, about 1 month ago, I think." Now then you think of seeing me,
Oh. But yeah, because we're so focused on working,
Yeah,
we don't
and
even realize.
you just feel like, "Oh, I'm young, I can take it." Like, you know,
Mm.
there is no like consequences.
Yes, correct.
You haven't met the consequences. So to you it's like, this is nothing I can pull through. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like my
And
body
our
can.
parents did it too.
Yeah, so if they
One
can do
sneeze
it, why
lasted
can't we?
them, yeah, the whole day of work, and they're back home,
Yeah.
back to square, back to normal. Yeah.
Yeah, and they will never, take a day off, or
Mm.
rest, or like go see a doctor and take a medical
Yes.
leave. They don't,
Yes.
right? So therefore, it's encouraged that you don't do such things to like stop the momentum, and then
Mm.
there is that fear of like, what if I stop?
Yes. Because I guess because you imagine like you're just continuing this marathon, right?
Mm.
You're running. So maybe you think, if I were to pause now, and then what if I stop now? Do I have the stamina to continue? Right?
Ah,
So I
or like,
guess it's the
do I need to restart
mental.
the engine
Yeah,
again?
correct. I
Yeah,
guess it's something that is preventing you from, because you don't want to restart engine. So it's okay. Let's just tolerate it and bear with it. Let's just
yeah,
continue run.
just
Yeah.
bite. Yeah, just bite down,
Bite the
and then
bullet.
just,
Yeah.
yeah,
Bite the
bite a
bullet.
bullet and just go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then like, you don't see an end. Like there's no
Mm,
results or anything that you're like, trying to get. Maybe monetary wise, or
mm. That's
career
the common
advancement
ground.
wise. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's about it. But like, at the cost of what? Right? So there's this question that I heard from one of the podcasts, is that what are the results I'm getting
Mm,
from these actions?
mm,
So is that the results I want for
mm.
myself?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like, because there is a lot of this societal pressure that was put onto us when we just came
Mm-hmm.
out to work. It
Mm-hmm.
was like, you work hard, you will get promoted, you will get higher salary, and therefore you will live a better life.
Yeah.
So there's this undercurrent kind of
There's this
expectation.
fixed equation already. It's like a
Mm.
mathematic equation that this
Correct.
plus this equals to
Equals
this,
to
and
this.
use this equation for your whole life.
Yes. Yeah. You won't go wrong, right?
Yeah.
Like, you won't
Yeah.
go wrong if you follow this equation.
Yes.
But when we get stopped by burnout, or when our body like like mine give up.
Like imagine doing the marathon and then suddenly you have leg cramp.
mm,
You
then
have to pause,
yeah,
you have to stop.
you have to stop and rest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, then you will start to ask yourself certain questions. Is that really what I want?
Mm,
Is the results what I want? And
yes.
then who am I working so hard for?
Mm-mm.
And then, sometimes when we have this type of equation, it's also good to understand, okay, let's take a step back and think through, whose voice is this that keep
Mm-hmm.
telling me to work, 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 work.
Well. Okay.
Like you cannot work, you cannot stop. The moment you
Yes.
stop, something will
Please don't
happen to
stop
you.
the music. Music. I think tonight's theme is a pop song.
Yeah. Like, because like it's a very, like, how do I say? Like, it's a very hot topic.
Yes. Burn.
Burn. So yeah, when you think about whose voice is it? Is it your parents' voice? Is it a friend pressure kind of person? And then when you finally slow down and pause and think about it, actually I don't really want this, right? I don't want to waste my body away for a career that can easily replace me.
Okay. I mean, that's one example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my realization from my own point of view was because I'm seeing people leave the company due to the workload and stress. And I'm constantly asking myself, why are they leaving? Like such a nice place. You can work extra hours if you want to. You know, you're constantly, you know, we always leave on time. Like we seldom have to stay back for work. And once you leave your work, it's none of your business really because it's just that day, that matter done, you know?
Yes.
We don't bring home any work or anything, but I didn't realize that it was physically taxing because we have to do a lot of walking. We have to do a lot of bending up and down.
A
Yeah,
lot
to
of
do
physical actions.
physical actions like dressing or like, you know,
Correct.
putting on
Helping,
machine.
maybe holding on to a patient who is not
Yes.
who is inaccessible. Yeah.
Or sometimes you are the light person. You hold the light, then you hold this, you hold that. You like, you know, the
That's true.
camera crew for certain times, right? So we are like multifaceted. Like, you want lighting?
Wow.
Like, you want
Wow.
this. Go
Wow.
fetch me that thing. Okay, go run
Okay,
fetch
go.
me. So you're like physically like doing that and also mentally because you're thinking what's next, right?
Yeah,
What is the
true.
treatment? What is the best thing? And then how is this medicine going to help this person? And how do you communicate that this medicine is for what? Da, 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 da. So it's like mental, physical, sometimes emotional, right?
Yeah.
Draining. Yeah. So I think the underlying message we want to get to everyone is if you're experiencing burnout, like it's good to take a step back and understand where is this breathlessness
Yes.
coming
So
from.
of course comes back to the point whereby just now you're sharing that first thing is to ask yourself what's the purpose, right?
Mm,
What's the drive that you have
mm.
that is what's the drive you have that is driving you to the burnout, towards the burnout, the direction towards burnout, right?
Yeah.
So burnout road this way.
Yeah, and is that
Yeah.
the results you want? Like, is that
Yeah,
the
correct.
outcome you want?
So a few questions for you to ask yourself. I mean, for us, we just thought of it that you can, as usual, self-awareness, self-reflect,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
self-questioning, and
Mm.
also self-answering. Because only you have the questions to yourself and the answers to yourself. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, yeah,
Mm.
continue the questions.
So, like, if you have the time, think about like what 10 to 30 minutes to just sit down and just take a piece of paper, or you know, if you are more into the recording type like us, then you just
Mm.
record your own voice, asking
As
yourself
what
the questions.
yes, as what we've been promoting. So there are any forms, any forms.
Any
There's no
forms,
right
like
or wrong,
it's
whichever
some
that is
sort of
comfortable for you. Yeah.
yeah, it's some sort of journaling, questioning, and yeah, it's best to write it out or say it out. It's not
Mm.
so productive if you just keep it in your head because your head can go
In your
everywhere.
head, in your head.
Yeah. Then you become
Zombie,
zombie.
zombie.
So the first few questions that you can think about, like what we have mentioned, what's the purpose of your workaholism, right? Like
Yes.
the need to continue and continue and work, right?
Yes.
The second questions you want to ask is, did somebody in my life when I was young or a few years ago told me something along the lines of, if you don't hustle, you die. Or, yeah, something bad will happen to you if you don't work hard. Like you will lose something.
Or give you the perception that you can't be lazy. You have to work hardest to prove that you're not lazy. Yeah. That
Yeah, so
any
there's some sort of
mm,
labeling there as well.
mm,
Like it could also stem from the place where if you cherish your life or if you cherish your loved one, you will
mm,
work hard. Like, you know,
yeah.
in some sort of like it's not really blackmailing, but it's more of
Mm,
like if you love me then you do this for me kind of thing.
mm,
Like it can come from parental form, it can come from anywhere,
your
like
loved
friend,
ones,
yeah,
yeah, your
anyone that
social
you
group.
cherish.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. It may come off as just a side sentence to them, but it might have, you might have internalized it and used it as a
The impact.
mantra.
Yes.
So just be aware of these thoughts that's running through your brain throughout the day. Like
Mm,
a more reverse way of asking the question
mm,
is to ask yourself, what will happen if I don't work so hard?
mm,
What will happen if I drop this now?
mm,
What will happen if I don't work the extra hours or
mm,
work the extra shift
mm,
or work the extra day
mm,
or the extra job? Like I mean,
mm,
if you have multiple jobs, right?
mm,
Um, what is the worst that could happen, right?
mm,
Yeah, and then go and listen and think who is the one who said the following sentence,
mm.
right?
Yes.
Usually, the person who incorporate or you internalize that person's words, that person will answer that question. No,
Mm,
you cannot drop now.
mm, mm-hmm.
No, your family need the money now. You need
Okay.
to work harder now.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So like you just think of the reverse way to ask yourself that question. What if I
Okay.
don't work
Okay.
so hard now? Yeah.
Or sometimes it could be peer pressure. I mean, now you're
Mm,
just listing down
mm,
the internal or external factors. So
mm,
one of the external factors these days is peer pressure and the
mm,
social status that you have to
mm.
uphold. So probably that is how that you need to portray on your social media that, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
I'm so freaking busy right now.
Yeah, there's that toxic
But
productivity kind of
I'm
thing.
enjoying the burnout. Yeah.
Ah,
If I hear the
yeah, I know I roll eye. Ah, okay. I'm out of here.
yeah,
I'm, I think yeah, in that is that
that
peer
persona that
pressure.
you have to portray lah. Yeah. That you have to
Yeah,
show to
you're right.
others that yeah, I am on something and I am on everything as
Yeah,
compared to
you
what is the
sound
work
like you're
life
on
balance?
drugs.
Yeah.
I am on
Yeah.
something. I'm on everything.
Let's not go there.
Because no, so the thing is, I think there is that need to show the perfect life. Like, oh, I have
Yeah,
the
correct.
perfect job, I have the perfect work, and I'm so
Mm.
happy working hard for this because I
Yeah.
know I will get something. And then, like,
Mm.
the social media is also like hammering down on the hustle culture. So
Yeah, correct.
there's that need to show. And in that case, the
Mm.
the easy fix is to change your follower, like
Mm.
who you are following. So, for
Yeah.
example, if you are following people who hammer down that hustle culture or hashtag hustle life, that kind of thing,
Mm.
stop following.
There's a difference. Sorry, disclaimer. There's a difference between work hard, play hard. So of course,
Mm,
if you hustle and bustle and yeah, that's your goal of working hard. Then after that, oh wow, maybe you take like a 2-3 weeks holiday, or you
mm,
just take time off. Okay, no new projects for the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna spend time with my loved
Yes.
ones. Then okay,
Yes.
yeah. So just disclaimer.
Yeah. We're not saying that it's wrong to work hard
Yeah,
for what you
of course, of
want,
course. Yes,
but if you
everybody
are
have different goals, of course. Yeah.
Mhm. But if you are already experiencing burnout through the signs and symptoms we just talked about
Mm.
earlier on,
Yep.
and you are finding it very hard to break away from all this pressure that we are talking about, family, social media, friends, whoever,
Mm.
and if social media is usually the main form of the trigger to
Mm-mm.
get into the, the work,
They're sort of the virtual role models these days.
Mm.
Mm.
So like yeah, it's like the saying you are the average of the five people you are always with.
Mm.
So social media is also one of the person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
So
It
just be
has
more
its own
aware.
personality.
Yes. So
Mm.
just be more aware of that person that you are following
Mm.
is actually influencing your thought patterns
Yes.
and therefore influencing your actions, then
Mm.
behaviors that lead you to your burnout.
Mm.
So if this person's influence is so strong, you want to distance away from the person,
Mm.
right? So
Yes.
you can either limit your use of social media so that you don't get so caught up, or
Mm.
you can unfollow those people who trigger this fear or need to be
Mm.
workaholic
Correct.
and follow people who are more on the balance side of life, like work
Yes.
hard but play hard, or work smart and play hard, or
Yeah.
anything else, but or
Correct.
maybe rest and relax for today. There are
Mm.
taking rest for self care, self love, and I just want to drive in one more point is most of the time
Mm.
when we are so hardworking, there's that
Yeah.
like need to prove to somebody, or there's that part of us that like I need to be better, I need to be better, because maybe there's an underlying kind of current that we feel that we are not enough,
Mm.
right? So you need to incorporate certain ways of self-compassion and
Mm.
self-love for yourself, self-kindness. Like, it's okay to rest. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't treat your friend this way. You won't
Yeah.
work them to the bones,
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
You wouldn't treat a younger version of yourself this way. Then why are you treating yourself like that?
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Then
it's
also,
very important to take a pause. It's okay to pause in life
yeah,
and just
it's
look
totally
around
fine.
yourself. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
no humans have ever like suffered any major problems from pausing. Instead, it's
Yes.
the reverse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I really find like this burnout topic is a very huge topic. We are just like
Mm.
we're just talking on like the iceberg, like the tip of the iceberg of it
Yeah.
only.
We will
Yeah.
burn it out and expand it. Burn out.
We'll go down. We'll go down the whole iceberg and talk about the rest. But main thing, it all starts with awareness. Like we always advocate, like like to
Yes.
to be aware that if you are suffering from burnout, to you know, if you need to seek help, seek help. If you
Yes,
need
correct.
to seek somebody to talk to, seek somebody to talk to. It
You
could
can
be
also
a
talk
friend.
to us,
Yeah, you could talk to us. Yeah, and you
your
could talk
friendly
to.
neighbor podcaster. Our new image.
I'm not. Yeah, my hand coordination not so good. How you do? Okay. So like have fun like us, like
Yes.
in between your workaholism,
Mm.
just have fun, enjoy, you know. Another question that I suddenly thought of that could
Yes.
really spark a lot of questions following it.
Okay. Please share.
Does it bring you joy to continue
Ah.
this way of life?
And from the joy, we mean your own joy, not the joy of
Not other
others,
people's,
of your
yes.
action. Yes, your own joy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not your social media followers. Yeah.
Yes. Correct. Your own joy.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, we always advocate of joy and puns.
And laughter.
And singing songs.
Yes. Oh,
Hope you guys had a wonderful week following this. And I mean, if you are feeling that you are almost at the verge of burnout, please go, take some time and go through the questions that we have just listed.
yes.
Think about them, write journal about them. If you want to talk to us, feel free
Yes.
to message us.
Or you can listen to the past episode 1 to 30 and to just laugh about it, laugh along with us, laugh at our jokes, laugh at our silliness, anything. You can just laugh at it. Yeah, just take a break. Yeah.
Just skip to all the laughing parts.
Yeah, you can, sure, of course.
And all the singing parts by Noel.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I should go and like put timestamp. This is where we laugh. This is where we sing.
For laughs. For songs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's a good time to end this burnout.
Wow.
So don't let it burn. We do not need to follow Usher to let it burn, all right? You need to usher happiness into yourself.
Usher happiness and joy and laughter.
Yes.
And everything fun under the sun. Okay, as usual and as always, stay soulful.
Soulful and light.
Bye.
Bye-bye.